Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter may be at the focus when discussing platforms which inherit and capitalize on end-user data. But those platforms are not the only avenues for data distribution.
People need to really understand what could the data be used for, and it's not necessarily what they signed up for.
Dave White, former counterterrorism officer and CEO of Spartan Security Consulting, told One American News that aside from social media platforms, other companies engage in similar data sharing.
Once they have that data, then they will take and run other data against it, they'll add things to it, and they'll come up with maybe secondary uses for that data, third uses. They also have affiliates and partners. And so that takes the data, not just from where you saw it and thought it was going to be used, but out to a much broader set.
White attributes the data collection to wordy terms of consent that end users typically opt out of reading, such as Ancestry.com's.
When you submit your DNA, you are allowing your DNA to be used for research purposes, and statistical and other studies. So you start looking at all these different uses, and it's pretty involved, and there's a lot of legalese there. I just don't think most people read them. So, I mean, that's where you run into the problem.
He advises that consumers should be wary of the impacts in personal data sharing.
If you've got markers, what's to say it doesn't end up in the hands of an insurance company? And I'm not saying Ancestry is doing that by any means, but what I'm suggesting is that somebody with that data could profit from it with, selling data to companies that have to make decisions on risk. Data is a commodity, just like any other commodity. And so, the collection of this data and then the value added that they put to it is where, they're making their money.
As companies profit off of personal data, end users must acknowledge exactly what they are consenting to. Gabrielle Cuccia, One American News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.